Well, in case you missed it this morning, USDA said we sold 131,000 tons of soybeans to China, and you can chalk that up for another day in a row of soybean sales, 10 to be exact. And we'll find out if it's helping the market or not. Let's dive into the prices. We'll start with our corn and our quotes provided by Bar Chart. My goodness, every other time we look at this corn market, it's like either above unchanged or below it. Now it's back up above it. Now we're 2.5 cents higher at 566. And that would put us 2.5 cents from our high of the overnight trade. Soybeans, well, you had that bullish news to add to it, and now we have November trading a penny lower at 13.60.5. Although I will say it had been about a nickel higher overnight, but we have been 8 cents lower today as well. So take that for what you will. It's basically about in the middle of our trading range right now, and very confused on what it wants to do. Okay, let's look at the wheat. In Chicago, you have December 4.5 cents higher now at 7.53. And believe it or not, that's about an 18-cent rebound off of its earlier low last night when it was sharply lower. So the grinder continues here. Looking at the hard red winter wheat, Kansas City, December now 8.5 higher at 7.37 3/4. Believe it or not, that's 21 cents off of our overnight low, and now we're within a penny of our high of the day. And in the Minneapolis wheat market, you have the December 8.25 higher at 9.15 3/4. Let's check out our cotton while we're here. And December new crop cotton down 88 points at 94.02 cents per pound after it got as high as 95.55. So it had a run there for a while and then kind of flamed out. We have Todd Bubba Horowitz on the line. He's with BubbaTrading.com. He's in that Chicago area around Redwood. Todd, I believe you and I have talked about this before, where it's like at the end of July, you might as well just go to the beach for a month because the markets will just drive you insane.
Well, yeah, and take a look at the markets, take a look what's going on right now, and all we see is the what we'll call a whipsaw back and forth, plus, minus. I mean, and there is no rhyme or reason. They're not really news-driven. They're just driving on thin volume, and any size order will push them one way or the other, and then they'll usually revert back to mean and trip back the other side. And that's really what you have. I mean, that's what you can expect for the rest of this month, unless there's some unbelievable, news that comes out. But for the most part, we don't expect it because this time of year, there is not a lot of major developments either. So it's the grinder, we call it. And it's the time to be passive and to watch. And just make sure you're hedged. Then you have nothing to worry about.
And it seems like in the corn market and also in the new crop soybean trade, we still seem to be stuck in that kind of a narrowing wedge type pattern, and we just really haven't done anything with it for a couple of months.
I don't expect us to. We had such a great rally. I will put this to the positive spin, Marlon. You had a huge rally. We had an attempt to sell them pretty hard, but we held the major support level, which to me says we're going a lot higher, but it's going to take when the traders come back and the business comes back, and that would be, probably 1 week after Labor Day. And listen, it's not going to happen all in one day, but that's when I expect to see some more activity in the markets. And once that shows up, I think then we're going to be on our way, and I look for a very, very positive year going forward from here once we get through this grinding period of August.
All right. Well, thank you, Todd, for the comments today. Todd Bubba Horowitz of BubbaTrading.com. We'll pause here. We'll come back and we'll talk livestock and the wholesale pork industry when we return.